Hey everybody, guess what? Guess who it is? You guessed it, it's Alicia Joya, and I'm here to tell you we're on our way to the grocery store so you guys can see what a raw vegan buys just for a few days of raw vegan food. So when you see me next time, you're going to see me in the grocery store with me and my family. See you later on the flip side. Hey guys, it's Alicia Joy. I'm here at the grocery store with my family. Ta-da! One of the reasons why I don't go buying peanut butter anymore because it bothers my pancreas. And since I have issues with my pancreas because of my iron deficiency caused damage on my pancreas, I have to eat a special diet that not only is it raw and vegan and vegetarian, it's also has to be for my liver, for my pancreas, and for my spleen, and for my kidneys. So here's an insight into what I buy, and it's not in this section. It's over in that section, somewhere else. All right, see you on the other side. Hello everybody, welcome to my life here in the grocery store again. Here I'm place of shopping. I do some insane shopping because I get nothing but vegetables. This is like the Alicia section. So all these baggies will be going towards what I put in for when I go shopping. So you see, I'm gonna get some carrots, I'm gonna get some romaine, I'm gonna get some broccoli, I'm gonna get some cucumbers, some yummy cucumbers. I'm gonna get me some yummy white squash. And these are not even edible for consumption. I might consider getting some vine ripened tomatoes, but I may change my mind. Some garlic. So this is my section here. This is my section. This is where I mainly shop from I mainly buy from. So in the next set of clips, I'll show you how I pick out certain fruits and vegetables, and when I put them in the cart. See you guys in the future. Okay guys, my first order of business is oranges. Vitamin C is very important to me, and I need it in my diet in order to be able to help hold my iron in. So I'm going to get me some oranges. Okay, and how to pick the proper type of oranges. On any type of orange or lemon or citrus fruit, you look at the outside. Don't be deceived by dirt. Okay, just rub it, and then you do the sniff test in the center, right in here. And then usually you can be able to determine if it's good or not. So I'm gonna get a few, and the brighter the orange, the better. Sometimes when I have my smoothies, I also blend the rinds in, so I try to get some really good looking rinds in there because they got to be, you know, clean for consumption. So, all right, I'm only going to get 4 because it's only for a few days. So I'm getting a lot of different fruits and vegetables to hold me over, so I have a variety, so I'm not bored with the same things over and over again. You know what? I lied. I'm going to get me like 4 more oranges. So I'm going to pause this, go pick 4 more beautiful oranges. Okay, next guys would be pears. Pears would be the ones you want to pick because they're in the class of apples. They have a lot of pectin and they go great with carrots to hold on, and also to help with the maximum mineral release from carrots. And apples do it the best, but these are the second best. So in order to be able to pick any pears, see, these are still too hard, and I have to let mine ripen up quite a bit in the sill of my house. So I'm gonna go pick a few. But in order to pick a few, make sure they're as brightly colored as possible. Don't be afraid by imperfections like this, because that in a way helps in aid of helping it to ripen up faster. And so I'm going to be picking me up about a pound or 2 of these pears. Okay. See you guys later. Okay, now I'm in the papaya section, and I'm going to show you guys how to pick a proper papaya here. I'm going to be getting about 2 of these because these are green and they're not even close to being ripe. These will end up constipating you. Any unripe fruit or vegetable will constipate you eventually, and I usually eat 1 of these, this size, in 1 meal, in 1 sitting by itself, and they are very good. But in the next set of videos I'll show you about papayas. When I make my papaya smoothies, or when I just basically eat a papaya, I'm going to show you it's going to be all completely orange, kind of like this. Don't pick papayas that have damage like this, because then bacteria has already been entering into the flesh of the papaya itself. So you want to find one that doesn't have too many bangs and bruises. Like this one, it's okay, but it's not my favorite. But this one is a good one. This one's gonna be mine. And then, like I said, don't be too scared if it's, you know, green. So, and then the next one I'm gonna end up picking will be, well, you'll find out in the next clip. Now the next set of order of business is pineapples, and to pick the proper pineapple to as ripe as you can get it, since they're so abundant, you want to look at the bottom of these. The more yellow it is all throughout the entire pineapple, the better. You want to make sure this is not like too fungusy, because most likely they're all that way at the bottom. And this is actually, it's a good one, but it's not as good as this one. This one's like ready to go. I mean, you can, you know, get ready to go and eat this one right away. So this one's a perfect pineapple, and this will go directly into my stomach. I'll show you what I get on the next clip. Now the next set of things I get are a ton of bananas. I mean, not just one little bunch. I get about 5 or 6 of these in one sitting, because I eat about 20 to 30 bananas a day by myself, not including all the other stuff that I eat and drink throughout the entire day. And these are essential for especially a raw vegetarian. Unfortunately, these are not even ripe enough for consumption, so I have to buy them and let them properly ripen up, along with the other stuff that I'm buying. So this one's good. Bananas. And then let me see, some more bananas. More bananas. Let's see, any more really good ones. Let's see. Sift through the bananas. This is a good one. Let's see. And I guess I'm not the only one that loves bananas. Looking through the boxes. Ooh, awesome. And then this is 4 of these gigantic bundles. I'll get one more because I eat about 20 or 30 bananas a day, and I feel wonderful, and I have no more iron deficiency symptoms when I eat these. I still will have iron deficiency for the rest of my life, but this will help with my overall well-being. And I'll show you what I get in the next clip. The next set of things I get are cucumbers, because cucumbers are hydrating to the body, and they help cool the body and prevents you from overheating. So I'm going to go ahead and get about 4 of these. Then I'm going to get a ton of broccoli and a ton of, you know, romaine lettuce, and then a ton of carrots. So I'll show you what I get as I put it in the basket. Okay, everybody, the next thing I get are broccoli. Now, the darker the head, the better. And sometimes it's hard to tell when you're looking at it through the video, but let me show you this one versus this one. See how this one's lighter than this one? This one's going to have more nutrients and minerals, and it's just going to be overall better. Then the next thing you want to check is you want to check the ends, because they cut off the ends. And this is actually where the most of the nutrients come from, is from the stalk, and it's actually the most tastiest part of the actual plant itself. So I'm going to go ahead and get about a couple pounds of this, and I eat a lot of broccoli. steamed broccoli and fresh broccoli combined alike. Okay everybody, I decided not to get the romaine lettuce because the romaine lettuce looks a little bit mishandled. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I pick out my carrots, which in Spanish are zanahorias, as they say here. We don't really have a lot of organic stuff close by, so I have to get something that's nearly as, I believe, as organic as possible. And I eat and drink a lot of carrots because carrots have a lot of vitamins and minerals and nutrients in there, and they're actually one of the most unbelievable sorts of minerals, that natural minerals you'll ever have, especially when they're paired with apples. And the higher the acid of the apple, the better the nutrient release from the carrots. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me another bag, and I'll show you what I get next. Okay everybody, now it's my son's turn. He's gonna come out and help me pick out some apples. We're getting some red delicious apples, and the darker the better. This one's nice. The sweeter it will be, the more ripe it will be. You don't want to get unripened fruit or unripened vegetables because then they haven't developed their nutritional content to its fullest and its sweetest. No. The darker the better. Yeah. No. This one's fine. What do you think? So it's always good to go shopping with your kids so they know what they're getting, because you're their educator on what's good to eat and what's not good to eat. It's also fun and bonding time with you and your children and the rest of your family. And it teaches them how to eat. But they can eat well, and they can eat cheap, and they can eat for life and not just for, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Why do they put all the good ones as well?
I think they're just randomly mixed, hon. A lot of people don't know how to pick their fruit and vegetables in the United States, especially in the United States. No, that's a little too light. It's gotta be like a dark cherry, almost like that. Ooh, that one's perfect. So yeah, this one's good too. Okay, one more apple after that. You know we eat a lot of fruit around our house, so we're not afraid to dig through. No, that's too light. So I'm going to conclude this as he picks the last apple. Okay, the next set of fruit we're going to pick out is the green Granny Smith apples. And how did I teach you how to pick them? You don't remember how I taught you how to pick them? Okay. See, I'm not afraid of blemishes like this, but this is just too many. You know what I'm saying? And usually the brighter and even the darker, so this one's pretty dark, the better, the higher the nutritional content in them. And these guys have a lot of acid in them, and they're perfect, and they're juicy, and they're crunchy, and they're perfect for blending with carrots so that they release their mineral content inside your smoothies. Pick about 2 more because we got a lot of the other apples. Like I'm complaining about apples, you know. Apple day keeps the what? Doctor away. Okay, I went to go see if they had any more decent and high quality tomatoes, Roma tomatoes. I eat a lot of tomatoes in my diet, but sadly, guess what? They look like this, and I can't even buy them. I mean, I know I could buy them and let them ripen up, but they'll go bad too fast. So I'm sad to say I'm not gonna get my tomatoes, at least not these ones, anytime soon. Okay, everybody, another staple in my diet are avocados. Everyone says, oh, they're fattening, oh, this and that. But I don't eat mayonnaise. I don't eat very much oil or anything oily in my diet anymore. So I thought I'd get some plant-based natural oils in my diet. So I'm going to get about 10 of these. And these are going to be the most expensive part of my diet is avocados. And these will last me, 10 avocados will last me about a week, maybe a week and a half. Depending on how fast I go through it, depending on my craving levels, and we'll go from there. Alright, my son is going to be picking out the avocados again because he not only has avocado duty, he loves to eat them with me. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with eating avocados.
They make hummus.
Well, I make hummus with them. But how are you picking these avocados, Sia?
Careful.
The darker the better? And you don't really need to have them even completely ripe. Let me see.
What if it's red?
That's the beginning stages of it starting to turn black. And
Is that good?
that's when it turns dark, yeah. Also, you want to pick avocados that are firm to the touch, and also if you want to, the sooner you're going to use them, the more riper you're going to want them. So if you want to get a whole bunch of them, get them in different stages, so you can just pick them as in the proper stage of ripening. Cookie Mom say no. That's not one I recommend. That looks wrinkled. That looks weird.
And it looks like it's gotten.
Okay. On this one, it's really squishy right here. So you're gonna have a lot of bruising right here in the area. And this area might have already been, it's either overly ripe or it can be really rotted on the inside. If you're gonna be ready to make this avocado for guacamole or whatever, then you go ahead and get this avocado. But I recommend putting it in the refrigerator right away, just so it firms up and be easier to use. But you'll be, end up cutting all this other stuff out. So part of what you bought, all your hard-earned money, will end up going out the door because you'll be cutting that part
This
out.
one looks creepy. I mean, it looks like there's all popped out a little.
Yeah, that does look weird. Okay, how many do you have in the bag? Because I need that's 5, right?
Yeah.
Let's
Five.
let's go 5.
It's 5.
I need a few more. I need at least 7. So at least can have one of these a day. Because I feel wonderful when we eat these, and I make a whole bunch of really cool yummy
Here's a
yums.
good one.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Thanks. And then we can go back over here again. There was a lady over there, and we didn't want to film her and record her.
What's the?
Help me pick out.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, I've got one that's really green, but it's gonna ripen up over time. I'm gonna get me a couple green ones. All right, now put them in the basket. Hey everybody, guess where I'm at? I'm in bananas. But too bad that these are not ripe enough. So sad they're not ripe enough yet for me. But the beautiful thing about bananas is that they ripen up pretty quickly, and they take about a good, few days to ripen up. I have a few already in my cart, but here's some that are already starting to ripen up, starting to turn yellow here. These are pretty green. The green will actually constipate you. That means they haven't developed their sugars inside them. And even the traditional yellow bananas that turn yellow, they're still quite unripe. And you'll end up constipating yourself and wondering why you're constipated. So you're gonna need something that's starting to turn, again, like this, a little bit more, but it's still not spotty enough. It's gotta look like leopard spots all throughout it before it's even ready for human consumption. So that is a gist on how to pick out bananas. See you guys later. Here in the States, I'm very blessed to be able to pick out mangoes, but they're so expensive. They're like $2 a piece. And for a raw vegan, you need at least 10 of these in your diet per meal. And that can get pretty expensive for one meal. So if I ever get this, it'd be for like a treat. And they all have to be completely ripe and ready for consumption. Coconuts, I've never been a fan of coconuts, so I don't really get them. But I know they're extremely healthy. I never really developed a taste for coconut. It just didn't really appease my palate. But I'm seeing that these are, this is a white coconut and this is the regular coconut. So this is actually really interesting to see. Alright guys, now the next set of things I get are potatoes. And I get a lot of potatoes because I'm on a high carb, raw vegan, or in a regular vegan diet. Since I don't eat a lot of raw potatoes, but I love them, I usually cook these guys. So this is like, one of these bags myself is equivalent of maybe like 2 meals just for me. Because I eat a lot if I were to eat just these alone. But unfortunately, I need a bigger bag. I need to find a bigger bag, so we'll go from here. And then after that, I don't buy these little squashes, little decorative squashes, because they are engineered in such a way that it's been rumored that they are caused from the same thing that causes tumors in humans. So I don't buy any of these types of things. So back to the potatoes. Alright, take 2. Alright, these are Idaho potatoes. I eat a lot of them. They're nice and creamy. 48 pounds. I have literally lost 48 pounds. I have lost 15 inches off my waist. I lost like 8 inches off my ass alone. And I have a better figure than I've had in a very long time. And I look better in the face. I have more energy. And I'm eating high carbs. Things that you would think, oh, you'll get fat on. No, I'm eating a raw vegan, high carb, vegetarian diet. It's like the broth before, but mine is more modified for my iron deficiency and for my other illnesses. So, picking up a bag. Time to go nom nom. Okay, the next thing we get in our diets is cilantro, and now I'm going to show you how to pick it. Actually, my helper, my assistant, my son, is going to show you how to pick out cilantro. Remember I taught you how to pick it?
Yeah, darker the better.
Not exactly. See, that's a wimpy one. That's wimpy. Okay, look. See, look at this. Pay attention. Stop. Pay attention. Now, see this bunch right here? You shake out the cilantro because you want to make sure it loosens it up. You shake it up, the water releases from it, and don't be deceived by, like these dark leaves. What you want to do is you want to rub the leaves together and sniff it. And if it smells like cilantro,
Oh, it smells like cilantro, all right.
yeah. So now go ahead and pick out me 2 good bunches of cilantro. And the reason why you pick out you get cilantro is because cilantro is an excellent way to add flavor without adding too much salt or fat to your diet. And it's actually a great herb. It helps with fight cancer. It helps fight funguses in the body. It helps with candida. It helps with many other illnesses in the body. And not only that, it's just a wonderful flavor all the way around, especially in your vegan diet or in your vegan dishes. So, again, back to the love of cilantro. Now a very good extra staple in my diet that I really, really, really love are white potatoes. They are the creamiest, most luscious things you can ever put in your mouth. And these are actually not on sale, but these are a treat just for me. So I'll get a couple of pounds of these, and I eat these like they're little candy. And I just pop them in my mouth, I steam them, and then eat them. So I'm gonna go ahead and go pick some. And how you want to pick these? You want to take a look at these little babies and take a look on their outside. This one's good. Don't be deceived by bruises. Don't be deceived by any of this type of stuff. So go ahead and pick out a few. The brighter the color, the more tan the color, then the best. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and show you how to pick out the next one.
Thank you.
There we go.
Este está en las 60.
Okay, everybody, the next thing I get is actually almond milk, and I get whatever is on sale at the time because I don't really have a preference, but I like the almond vanilla. So go ahead and pick out some almond milk. I don't drink no more milk. I don't drink any more dairy. I don't eat any more dairy. I don't eat any of that type of stuff anymore, and I don't feel as hormonal anymore because I'm not eating stuff like that has a lot of hormones pumped into it, like from milk and from the dairy industry. So I'm gonna go pick me out some stuff and put it in my cart. Okay, everybody, see all this processed food and stuff like that? I avoid all these jarred and canned good stuff like the plague because they're full of hormones, they're full of chemicals, and they're full of additives and things like that cause the brain chemistry to go crazy. So I no longer buy any of that type of stuff anymore. But the one thing I do buy that's still bad is I still buy instant coffee because I don't really drink regular coffee anymore, but I drink instant because it helps my asthma. But I'm still searching into new vegetarian ideas on what to do in order to help with my asthma. So when I find that out, I'll report on that too. Okay, officially, this is all that I've got so far, dude. And this is just like a couple days to like half a week, just for me and my son, of food. And we do eat a lot of it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to eat these bananas anytime soon, but to hold me over, I got the carrots, I got the apples, I've got the oranges, I've got the potatoes, I got the cilantro, we got the pineapple, and then we wait and we get the papayas. next after they start to ripen and they turn a certain color. Anyways, I hope you liked this shopping trip, and then I think at the end I'll even show you how much I paid for all this food. And it's actually really cheap to eat this way. Alright, talk to you guys later. Okay everybody, I only spent $66.60 on all that food you just saw me eat, you know. It's mainly the bananas and the papayas, but I mean again, they're gonna last me how long? You know, a lot of apples to sustain, to keep me going. And so this is the gist. I mean, it might last 5 days, it may last 2 weeks, we don't know, depending on my carbs. So I already have a whole bunch of pasta, and I have a whole bunch of rice at home already. I have a lot of other things to make with it. So these are just my basic fresh fruit and vegetable and herbage type things that I need in my diet in order to keep me going. And I also, you know, make stuff for myself and my son. And I always invite the rest of my family to come and join me on this raw, vegan, high carb, regular vegetarian diet with me. So why don't you guys go ahead and try and join this diet with me and see how you feel, because I'm feeling a lot better. I'm no longer crawling on the ground anymore. So from my illness. So just go ahead and see what it can do for you. At least try it, at least for a week, and see how you feel. Alright, it's Alicia Joy. Thank you guys for joining me on this shopping trip at the grocery store of a diet of raw vegetarian.